good afternoon, everybody. We are now in the second session of this faculty development program, Government Initiative for Entrepreneurship Promotion Road Ahead. And this date, 30th September, Thursday, this particular session, that is biotechnology, bioscience, technology, entrepreneurship, perspective, and opportunities, will be taken up by Vishnu Prasad. Vishnu Prasad is Business Associate Marketing in AIC, that is Atal Innovation Center, Triple IT, Kottayam. And as far as his education is concerned, his MBA is going on, and he had done his bachelor's in electronics and communication from Anna University of Technology, Tamil Nadu. He did his master's in applied electronics, and he did postgraduate diploma in banking operations. He had worked from September 2014 till June 2015 in Government ITI Kerala, and he was there as a training assistant and guest instructor. After that, he worked from the January 2016 to 18 in NB Surveys Global Pinnacle Middle East, and he was there as administrative assistant, oblique the benefit coordinator. Later on, he moved in the March 2018 till March 2021 in Color Cubes Design Private Limited, Kerala, and he was there as an assistant, administrative assistant. And now, since July 2021, he is there as a business associate in this AIC Triple IT Kottayam. So, with this particular background, I would now request Mr. Vishnu Prasad to kindly talk about this particular session on bioscience, technology, entrepreneurship, perspective, and opportunity. Yes, I'm stopping my presentation, Vishnu Prasad. Yes.
Thank you for the introduction, sir. Actually, it was very nice. Yeah, actually, this session, when Hemant sir called me, it was actually a session where by what this means, bioscience is there and technical is there. What the entrepreneur, how it is being funded in entrepreneurship. That means how we can convert these technical backgrounds and bioscience background into entrepreneurship field. Okay. Actually, myself, I introduce. My name is Vishnu Prasad Iyer. Currently, I am working in AIC Triple IT Kottayam. That means AIC in the sense Atal Incubation Center, which comes under Niti Aayog, and we will be helping and supporting and mentoring newly come up entrepreneurs and startups. Here, I will be taking about the session on these bioscience, technology, and entrepreneurship, on perspective and opportunities for you people. That means if some faculty, it will be including faculty oriented research opportunities will be there. It includes startup opportunities will be there, and entrepreneurship opportunities will be there, and how the government support these startups and entrepreneurs by giving funding, how we can approach for funding, what are the special dates, or what is the tenure of the funding, and how you can get that funding by the means of applying by proposals. These kind of things will be introduced in this session. So I request everyone to have a note on it. That means if you can take a note of each slide, it will be better, because there are many funding opportunities, because almost 6 to 7 funding opportunities comes under BIRAC also. So it will be better if you can have a note on it, because it will afterwards, when I completing the session, it won't be any confusing. That's the reason. So let's have a paper and a scramble paper or any notebook, or have a pen, and let's have a note of it. So it will be better for you in the later stage. So I request you all. So shall we go to the presentation?
Yes.
Yeah.
The only point is for the participants, let me tell you that when we submit it to BIRAC or something, they want that the area of expertise of the PI should be related to biotechnology something. Why this is based on my own personal experience, Vishnu Prasad,
Yeah.
that we submitted a project of developing a bioresource which BIRAC actually sponsors for the aspirational district. Now, being from the civil engineering background and another faculty from electrical, they just after those review, maybe they might said that sorry, since the PI and co-PI are not from that relevant field, this is rejected. So whatever the effort we did, that was totally gone uh, waste. So my suggestion to the participant will be that you will have to keep somebody from the biotechnology side as a PI and get attached to them if you want to get the fund from BIRAC. Yes.
Because BARAC funding is very huge, right? So it will be, hope everyone, each and everyone will be benefited out of it. That's my actually wish. That means in this 2021, 2022, someone of us, if you are benefiting out of it, it will be better. So can we start? I suppose I
Yeah,
can
yes, yes.
start. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the screen is
So
visible.
yeah, this motto of today's session is that what is the bioscience, technology, entrepreneurship perspective and opportunities. That means there will be various technical. That means bioscience is, we can say, a separate session, or technology is a separate session. But in between, if we join this bioscience and technology into entrepreneurship, and how the opportunities, how the funding is being obtained in with respect to this one, it will be a what you call eye opener for you. That means huge fundings is being given by the government for this entrepreneurship area. So personally, we are also, that means, for example, nowadays the IDEX is also going on. IDEX one defense challenge is ongoing. That means 35 challenges are there. I will give us added information. 35 challenges will be there, and if you can crack one challenge, that means out of the 35, if you can crack one challenge also, you will be benefited out of a 1.5 crore. That means it's a 50-50 partnership. So you can also, the persons who is there in this session also can join for this IDEX program. Hopefully, we have also disclosed our, that means displayed as an event from IIC IIIT last week, which is there in our LinkedIn page also. And many of our startups are applied for these IDEX events. So if you people are having any startups or anything, I will suggest you to kindly apply for this IDEX event also. Okay. So
Uh, is this Iodex related to that Iodex balm?
no, IDEX. This one, IDEX.
I,
IDEX.
REDX. Okay.
IDX.
IDEX.
Yeah, IDEX.
IDEX. Okay.
Because actually there are 35 challenges in IDEX. So that means it's far grant. This one is actually the IDEX Innovation for a Defense Excellence, and they have 35 challenges right now. And what you can do is that in these 35 challenges, if you can crack someone, then you will be eligible for 1.5 crore. That means this one. This one are the challenges. Situation awareness mechanism column, augmented reality. There are 35 challenges here. So the timeout, that means the timeline is on 8th October. That means the upcoming 8th October at 5 p.m. And you will get all the details in this particular brochure, and the grant will be almost 1.5 crore. I will be sharing this, and this is an added information in our meeting chat. This this link, so you can take it out. Okay, fine. So let's start. So now one is now we this one is actually BIRAC, and overview what is BIRAC and how the government is helping for the funding of our entrepreneurships and startups. And myself, my name is Vishnu Prasad. I am from IIC IIIT Kottayam, and this one is our logo. We have the IoT CSP incubation at IIIT Kottayam. That means hopefully we are previously we were electronics oriented. That means technically oriented. But nowadays, when we are incubating startup, we are taking startups from all and every field. That means even if it is an MSME LLP or something like that, we are by with our full fledged, we are incubating them. So we are having almost 30 plus startups now incubated here. And how Byrax fund? That means since it's a very long topic, so what I will do is that I will load little bit speed, but better that you can note it down. It will be better. So because it will be afterwards, sometimes it will be confusing because various funding will be coming and going. So it will be better if you can note it down. So how Byrak fund works? That means the government will be giving funding to the startups, and the government will also give funding to the research scholars. That means PhD scholars, master scholars, or undergraduate scholars. Why? This is because to start up India, to stand up India. That means to stand up, we have to create more startups. In this regard, I will say an example that my father has previously told me. Then there was an economist called Kane. He was actually there was a poverty ongoing in UK, and this is actually economics three theory, which we will study in that means BCom and all. And at that time, what happened was that there was no money, and money was it was difficult to get a day to spend our daily routine because of lack of money. So what the hierarchical level think about it? What should we do? Then they think and they have a meeting with various economical people. And one Mr. Kane, he was also an economic expert. He told the hierarchical people, that means the governmental entity, that give our people an opportunity to dig a pit in the sand, so that it was a initial approach that he had made. Everyone was very surprised because he told me just dig that pit in the sand. So for 1 or 2 years, they were digging and digging, and government were supporting. That means government, because the thinking was that government have to give a daily this much money to these people. So there was no poverty in that uh, particular area. That means particular country. And thereafter, after 2 years, some economical crisis is little bit over. And what is the other thing that means what they can do? This Kane again suggested that to fill that pit with again sand. So what was his intention? His intention was that, for example, when I talk about this COVID situation, due to this COVID-19 crisis, every country is having various problems. To that means every country, for example, India is facing various problems due to COVID-19. So how we can overcome that? We can overcome that by giving opportunities and job opportunities to our people. So these startups, what they will do, when we promote startups, they will give opportunities to our people. So their livelihood will be okay for them. And if we are giving this funding support to startups again and again in a slow and steady manner, then what the vision of the government is that there will be a full-fledged startup economy will be generated in the country, and thereby the India can stand alone in this COVID-19 crisis. This was the one of the main reason that we have been G, our level of income rate and all, that means everything was going almost well after the COVID-19. That means the ongoing COVID-19 crisis. If we are, because now also the government is supporting just like that. Hope I think I am actually audible. I'm audible, right?
Yes, you're audible.
Yeah. Okay.
Just click on that hide button, Vishnu Prasad, that bottom bar.
Okay. Fine. So what an incubation center provide? That means as a startup, what startup will be having various difficulties. That means difficulty in the sense they will be for we know that startups have many different steps. That means from the ideation stage, then POC stage, proof of concept stage is there, thereafter MVP stage is there, then the last stage may be the commercialization stage. This kind of stage they have to face this kind of stage. But If when for example a normal person think of startup, they will be very what you call, they will be very much reluctant to the to for starting a startup. Why? because uh, because of the why is that people hesitate to do, because they are unaware of the fact that if is anything that government is supporting them, or is there any place that they could they could generate, they could get an easy support from governmental entity. So these kind of incubation, because not only AIC Triple IT Kottayam, there are many adult incubation unit which give startup, and they will work as a by hand in hand, ek parivar. They will work as ek parivar to up to the for the upliftment of startups. So AIC Triple IT also promote and establish world-class incubation centers. This is our motto. And support nourish innovation technology based on startups, guidance on business planning, and go-to-market and financial advisories. That means you will be getting, if you go to any of these centers, adult incubation center, you will be getting mentoring support and various kinds of support, such as, for example, for grant application and all, they will also give support to you. And for business innovation on business market analysis, they will be giving support. So for various purposes, they will give support for you. We are one among that. We are a non-profit Section 8 company, just like Bayrak, and it is existed. We are there from 2018, and we have almost 30 plus startups. You can look into it. So, okay, fine. Then our next one is, what is Bayrak? Main thing is that I am little bit speedy, because Bayrak is actually a little bit large session. So it in this slide, what I had done is that I have simplified the slide. That means if when you go to Bayrak, when you analyze this slide, it analyze the outcome of this meeting, this discussion. You will get to know what all are the different criteria to get that grant, and what all are the tenure period and duration to take up that challenge, and what are the things included for funding in this Bayrak. Okay, biotechnology industry research assistants, that already been showcased by our Hemant sir. That means those are the websites. Here is also, actually I have a link, but I am not showcasing it since he had done that one. It's a non-profit public sector enterprise under the Department of Biotechnology. Though we can say the department is under biotechnology, it supports technical and technological field also, and research work also. This is the main thing that comes under BIRAC. That means it not only supports technological field, but also it supports research-oriented academic people also. The Government of India is an enterprise agency to strengthen and empower emerging biotech enterprises to undertake strategic research and innovation. That means our government want every people. That means not only a single person. They want every people to have their own talents, and if from a family, that means if from a group of family, if 10 people is there, if one among that can establish a startup, it will be better for the country's growth, GDP growth. That is one of the main motto. That is the reason why they have introduced BIRAC and various funding opportunities. And provide access to risk capital. That means if IP management is, IP means intellectual property right. That means IP, in IP, there are three portions. That means copyright, trademarks, and patents. For this particular section, it's actually IP is a very long session that will be handling tomorrow. And in this session, since it's a funding session, that means how we can approach government for funding. Already you people know about these kind of things, but it will be another advantage after this session, I think so. And it will be hand-holding scheme. That means government will be giving a hand-holding schemes that for the innovation excellence and various other opportunities to empower the startup community in India. And this is a platform that helped to bridge an existing gap between industrial academic innovation. Previously in 1960s, 1970s, what's the reason was that there was academic institutions was there, but because of lack of technological, that means technological existence to increase the startup community, there was a gap. That means how then government think of it, how can they reduce the gap in between the academics and technology and entrepreneurship. So that's the reason, that's the reason why they have created a platform to reduce the existing gap between the industry academia and innovation research and various entrepreneurship and to increase the output of each and every technologies. BIRAC has initiated partnership with several national and global partners to collaborate and deliver the salient features of its mandate. So you will, hopefully you people will be knowing about BIRAC, but this will be the section that you will get the you will get to know the objectives and what are the different uh, funding funding stages that BIRAC is representing. And this one is, can anyone of actually when I go to these government IT, because previously in last week I had one session with government ITs in all over Kerala Industrial Training Institute. So some people from that session, that area also was contributing by listening to it. So if anyone can read this one, it will be better. That means we can have a particular collaborative session.
Yeah. So if you can mute, because I don't know, we are getting echo. Yes. Okay. So
Yeah,
object.
yeah, yeah. 1 minute. Yeah, I can mute.
So we were on that objective page, but now it is yes. So objectives of BIREC: foster innovation and entrepreneurship, promote affordable innovation in key social sector, empowerment of startups and small and medium enterprises, contribute through partner for capability enhancement and diffusion of innovation, enable commercialization of discovery, ensure global competitiveness of Indian enterprises. You are muted. You are muted, Vishnu.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Yeah. And here the main, actually, there are various objectives of BIRAC that is displayed in the scale, but actually the main objective was to, I already told you that to reduce the gap between startups and academics. So it to foster, that means to improve the innovations and entrepreneurship and to speed up the innovation. These are BIRAC is having a helping hand, which is giving a helping hand to the new startups, and we promote affordable innovation in key sources. That means they are also helping the various kinds of startups for developing this POC, proof of concept. That means their prototype development and all. They are helping them to develop it according to the. That means with the help of this, they are also it is doing as an individual by startups, and in between they are collaborating with the academic PhD scholars, master scholars, and all. That means students. And empowerment of startups is one of the key responsibility of BIRAC. And there is a contribute, that means a partner capability. That means for every institution to approach startups, it is not easy. So they are having a pathway. So some incubators or incubation units are there in each and every academic institutions, where it means well-developed academic institution, which is also developed by state government and central government. Various other institutions are there. In India, there are in Kerala itself, there are Rajagiri and all Bionest schemes, and various kinds of schemes are there. These all reduce the gap between these academics and startups, enables commercialization of discovery. That means we have to, one thing we can say that commercialization of discovery is enabled, but another peculiar thing is that during the IP generation, till 2019, China was in the top, US, China, Japan was in the topmost position. Now it is very interesting to know that India has also approached in between the 10. That means under 10. It stands almost in 2019, 2020, it stands on seventh position in IP generation and all. It's actually, if these kind of facilities are given by the government, it will be, hopefully it will be promoting of entrepreneurship economy to a next level. So scale up. In startup, we will say it as a scale up to next level. Next one is that what are all the schemes and grants which BIRAC is giving. That means it's an important slide. If you can note it down, it will be better. That means, because I have created, what I have done in this PPT is that I have made it into a capsule. That means so that it will be beneficial for you to refer in future also. So that is the reason why I have given it. I have what you call. I have collaborated each and every website into one slide. So the first one is that incubation support scheme is there as a scheme, and early stage support scheme is there, late stage support scheme is there, research grant scheme is there, social innovation scheme, equity, funding scheme, product commercialization scheme. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are the 7 schemes that will be included in various each and every sub website of BIRAC. So these are the 7 supporting schemes which is being used to help each and every startups and academics. Hope we will elaborate each and every supporting schemes in detail in the following slides. If you can note it down, it will be better for future use. I will give some 1 minute for that one. Is it okay?
Yes, Vishnu.
Yes. Okay. Incubation support scheme, early stage support scheme, late stage support scheme, research grant scheme, social innovation scheme, equity funding scheme, product commercialization scheme. These are the 7 schemes. Yeah.
Vishnu
Okay.
Prasad, when it comes to faculties, so the faculties normally apply for this research grant scheme. What
Yes,
is,
yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes.
and
Research grant.
and in that, okay, first tell me that out of this, they only apply for the research grant scheme.
Not only they can apply for research grant schemes, sir, they can also apply for some other schemes also in between, because after this session, they will be knowing these kind of things, because I have detailed each and every one
Okay.
separate
Now,
slide.
what I wanted to say was that when they apply for it, like incubation support fund, when it
Hmm.
comes to research grant, they find themselves a bit frustrated because only those people start getting the funds those who have already pitched in, because they what they say, how many research papers you have done, how many previous projects you have done. So those people who have already done the projects, they will only have higher number of papers, they will only be talking about those fulfilling. So that is where, since we have been conducting various short FDPs, and in that FDPs we talk about writing a research proposals and all that. So the common complaint that they have is, sir, we all know all those how to write and all this. Don't explain all those. You just tell us that how we should get the project. So I said that what is the issue? That is what they said. That we just are told that look, you do not have insufficient paper. So that is what I just wanted to raise up this particular point.
Yeah, actually, in for example, if in Bionas scheme, that means here we have applied for one funding scheme. That means it's actually a funding scheme. If we have applied, there will be a query arising from the other side. That means one query. If one query arises, it will be very difficult. So it will be better if you have a checklist. That means when you are applying for a particular scheme, take keep in mind that you have the checklist of that particular thing. That means if it is we are applying for a Bionas scheme will be having certain criteria. That means these all things should be there. So you have to write it down, these all things, and you have, after checklisting it, after having a detailed description, after having a brief description of that one, just write it down in the paper, and these are my checklist, or in Excel sheet, these are my checklist. And if that checklist is okay, that means I am okay with that one, then only proceed with that thing. Because previously, when we are proceeding, okay, it is done, okay, I have everything, so I will be sending a particular scheme paper, and they will be granting it. It won't be necessary that it will be okay. That means, for example, if when we had given when we had applied for one scheme, there was a query that because of these IP, that means it was mandatory to get 4 IP to 3 IP, 3 to 4 IP in a particular time period. That means for that incubating. but we were not having that 3 to 4, but we neglected. That means we didn't mention that 4. We mentioned only 3. That was one query. If one query arises, the various queries will be arising one after another. So it will be better. So afterwards, what we had done was that we had created one checklist for each and every scheme. That means according to the proposal that we are giving, and we have, if sufficient checklist, if